All right, good morning, people. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Let me get the Zoom guys in here. All right. What's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Let me get the chat over here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Let me just have a quick look at the calendar for the week before we get started. Let's have a look. Where are we here? Let's have a quick look at the calendar. I'll let the Zoom guys join in. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Ready for a big week in the markets this week. Very big. We had NFP last Friday, which gave some huge moves on gold. Very, very big moves, which we'll have a look at as well. We had some amazing pushes higher. US dollar higher, gold higher as well. This week we have PPI on Tuesday. We had a yen bank holiday today, so they didn't really trade Asia. We have PPI tomorrow, CPI on Wednesday, pound GDP on Thursday, which will be interesting. And then retail sales on Thursday, and again some pound news on Friday. So we have a pretty active week coming up in the markets. Pretty active week coming up. So let's give it a couple more minutes. Let everyone join in, and then we'll see what we got for the day on gold. It's been a bit of a choppy day so far today, but it's pretty expected given it was a yen bank holiday. So we'll see what London brings. Good morning, everyone. What's up, Aaron? What's up, man? Welcome back soon, guys. Welcome back, everyone. $1W1 break even so far. It's good, man. It's good. On a bit of a choppy day, that's good. I did take some gold buys here just a second ago. Just so happened to be on the charts and got this nice little... I didn't get 29. I actually just checked top stuff. I got about 27. I meant to get 29, but I got about 27. Morning, morning, good morning, good morning. But yeah, we should be in for a pretty good day on gold. We got some very nice upside liquidity levels. 2,700. We're breaking out of a big little an intraday trend line here as well. So we're basically trying to see if we can come back lower here, which we'll break it down properly in a second, and then see if we can get a much deeper push higher today. But these were the buys here I took at about 10 past 6 London time. Once the 30-minute grab lows, close bullish. Here. Grab the lows, close bullish back above this zone. It's kind of like a little inverse head and shoulders as well. Trendline liquidity and executed off the 5-minute. So yeah, I was buying up into that trendline liquidity. Hey, Alad, what's going on, man? Dossie, what's going on? Welcome back. Yeah, like the trendline. Yeah, it was a beautiful trendline. To be honest, I wouldn't have taken this trade with the 30 having no bottom wick if I didn't spot this trend line, because I didn't really have too much liquidity. But once I saw this trend line and coming close to it and rejecting, I was like, oh yeah, cool, there's a high chance we're going to rip this and tap into this resistance here. But without this trend line, if I hadn't spotted this trend line, I wouldn't have taken buys this morning. Well, I quickly saw that trend line. I actually had initially drawn it like this, and then I kind of extended it. I was like, cool, you can actually draw it all the way back to there. Yeah, levels have been beautiful, man, especially on that 30. I only got this at half risk, which is why I'm still going to be looking for trades today. Half risk because there was no bottom wick on this 30. But you grab lows, close bullish. I was like, well, it's enough of a breakout to take one contract here. If we come down a little bit more, maybe I can get another one. But yeah, end up hit about 31. Secured about 27. What time is it? 1:45. Coming up to 1:45. I'll get everyone in here in a second, and then we'll start breaking it down, see what we got for the rest of the day, because we've got still plenty of opportunities to come on gold today. Plenty of opportunities. We've just saw a lot last week on gold, that a lot of the trades in the London session were either coming at like 5 to 6 a.m. or like 11 a.m. A lot of trades on gold last week in the London session happened around like 10:30 until like 12 London time. There wasn't very much last week in the 7 till 9 a.m. London time, which I thought was pretty interesting. But we'll see what we get today. Hey Alex, what's going on, man? Took a 30 pip Bitcoin. 2-to-1 risk reward. Nice. Good work, man. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful levels on gold, man. Beautiful levels. I think everyone pretty much here. You guys on YouTube, drop a little like for the stream. Let's break it all down. I think everyone's here. Hey Nathan, what's going on, man? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a look. I'll get rid of all this analysis here for a second. Let's start from scratch. I'm not diving into crypto already. What's going on there? So let's clean this up. Let's get rid of all these levels. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this, this, and this, and this. And let's start from scratch. So, a quick look at the NFP move. You guys on Zoom, if you trade the New York session, remember, we spoke about this on Friday for gold to come down and liquidate some of this trend line, tap into these regions. You came down, spiked into these lows off the back of NFP for about 100 ticks before then completely ripping back higher. So you had a very aggressive push back up on NFP after ripping the lows. Even if you just took the buys from here to here, ended up having a beautiful push higher. So we take a look at the daily here on gold. That's why I said in Discord this morning, I'm not looking for any sells today on gold, because we're coming back down to some major levels here that we've broken out of. I think, you know, even if gold was going to have a decent pullback, coming to re-grab Friday's high, which coincidentally sits right around that 2700, to me is a very nice liquidity level. So you got previous daily high, you got 2700, nice round psychological level, and big resistance, and a nice breakout as well. Very similar to the trade on Tuesday last week. Wednesday last week, when you had daily highs in the double top. You're buying up into this daily high. Pretty much the same thing here today. You still have room to buy up into Friday's high. So very simple daily analysis here on gold. Daily's broken above a major level. There's a high chance this daily can flip bullish and come tap all the way back up into 2700. You can kind of see Asia as well has already created a very decent bottom wick on the daily, which could be enough for this to flip bullish, come tap into this resistance before, you know, maybe we can see something like that. But to continue pushing up and grabbing Friday's high, to me looks like a pretty decent trade. You have a look at the weekly, aggressively strong. Bounced right off 2600, smashed through 2650, and broke above this range and mess that we've been in since even when we were on the retreat. Look how much we've been in this mess between 2650 and 2600. Weekly just absolutely smashed through that. So very simple targets. You know, even if gold's going to have a pullback, where's the liquidity? Above last week's high, which is Friday high, which is NFP high. So let's clean it up as we drop down. We know where our liquidity levels are. Our liquidity levels for the day is sitting around these highs here and 2700. You can see here on open as well, came down, grabbed the lows, held support, retested, and now you're starting to have a nice little bounce. Now, there is no bottom wick on this 4 hour, which is the only tough thing here on gold. There's no bottom wick on this 4 hour, meaning if there's no bottom wick on the 4 hour, it can be created at any point. And we are also instantly top wicking and grabbing previous 4 hour highs. So although there's a high chance that we're going to grab these highs and tap into 2700, is it possible that we could maybe still pull back a little bit, create that bottom wick, and then see that push higher? Yeah, possible. Very possible. I could argue that. You can kind of see we're coming into some pretty strong resistance here as well. Unless this hourly does just close bullish above here. Here. then that could be enough where we could see a bottom wick. As long as we hold this level, we'll look for buys and then worry about that bottom wick later. We want to be reacting to what we're seeing right now. You know, we're not swing trading the 4 hour. If the hourly breaks out above a decent level, we'll react to that. If it closes back below, well, then we can react to the sells into that 4 hour low. 30-minute here on gold. This is what I was taking the buys based off. You have a beautiful fake out here. That's what I was saying in Discord. I don't trust this move down. This is not a selling move to me. This is a fake out. So once you break back above, really nice push. Massive fake out here. Big fake out. And what do you also have? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Nice inverse head and shoulders as well. Trend line coming down here that we're just breaking out of. So a pretty good confluences to say that we could be in for a nice reversal to continue pushing gold higher. The trend line that I had coming down was like this. So I was buying up into that. We haven't really grabbed too much of the second touch, so we do still have some room to squeeze up a little bit higher, which from where we're currently at up into here, it's still about 35 ticks, which is very nice. Very, very nice. So we'll see how we hold around this area. See how we hold around here. As long as we hold above this level, we could be looking for some buys on gold. You know, could we coming down and create that 4 hour bottom wick? Yes, maybe. If we do start coming down there, then at this point in the 4 hour, we'll be flipping bearish, which we want to keep in the back of our minds. But to me, intraday time frame, grab lows, close bullish, we're breaking out. I would just want to be reacting to that for now and not really thinking too much. So we're going to get this hourly closure in about 9 minutes, and I want to see if we're going to close above here. If we close above here, great. We could have buys at 7 till 8 a.m. London time. So that's my thought process for the day. That's my liquidity levels. That's my breakdown. Gold to continue pushing up into 2,700. If we start closing back below here, great. We can sell more into that NFP trend line that we had. Where do we have it? Like this or wherever it was. Doesn't really matter how you draw it. It's very subjective. But if you start breaking back below here, yeah, we could also take some shorts on gold once the 4 hour potentially starts to flip bearish. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we're grabbing lows. We're closing bullish. As soon as we get this hourly close, we'll see what we can get for 7 until London Open. So that's my thought process on gold for the day. It's looking pretty clean, actually. I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong, man. Absolutely could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong, though. I'm very, very reactive, not predictive. Start breaking back down, you know, we'll consider shorts. As long as we grab lows and close above, let's go long. I think we'll get another grab below 26.79. 26.79. That's ages away, man. I'm not really thinking that far ahead. Don't think that far ahead, man. If we start closing below, you know, you can consider that. But I'm interested in what's happening here. What's happening right in front of me. We grab lows, closing bullish. Yeah, I don't really think about what could happen down here. Or could we come here? Could we come here? Could we come here? I don't really think about what could happen. I'm more so trying to think what is happening. Well, what is happening is we're creating an inverse head and shoulders. We've grabbed liquidity and closed bullish. So that's all I'm really focusing on. If we do start breaking down, then, you know, closure below here. Could you consider sales back down to here? Yeah, definitely. It's one of them where it's like you only want to worry about that once you start breaking down. Sometimes it's very easy to think about everything that could happen. But if you guys want to be good traders, you have to think about what's happening now, what's happening right in front of me, what's jumping out at me. It's not to say that, you know, it can't come down that low or you're necessarily like wrong or right. It's more so just try and think about the now. Morning, Aaron. Good morning, man. 5K account. What lot size is ideal for gold if risking 0.5%? Depends on the stops, man. 20 ticks, 10 ticks, 100 ticks. There's no one lot size fits all, man. The big breakouts this week on gold are all going to be kind of depending on the news on Tuesday and Wednesday. But to be honest, looking at the Looking at the weekly, it was nice to see gold finally actually breaking out of that. Even the day, like it was very corrective on the day. Like it was like this is a very choppy move up, like very very corrective, waiting for NFP and then big smash through. And I think a lot of, and this is what I kind of seen a lot on gold. A lot of times on gold, you know, you can see this, like, look at the way this is creeping up. People try short, and then just get squeezed out. And then before you know it, we can tap some highs, and then, you know, you can start to pull back. But that's what kind of gold can do leading up to news. You can just squeeze out even more. And then maybe this week you might pull back a little bit more. So I didn't really take too many trades last week. How many trades did I take last week? 1, 2, 3. Traded 3 days last week. So I didn't trade, what was this? Didn't trade Monday and didn't trade Friday. That was my kind of first full week back there as well. Yeah, absolutely, man. You don't scan charts or make decisions on a move through emotion. You make decisions through what needs to happen in order for your current trade to work. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's the thing. I try and come on the charts every single day with no expectations or no real thought process. Like a lot of people come on the charts and like nah, gold today is going down. Gold is going down today. I come onto the charts, I'm like, I don't really give a shit where gold's going to go. I do my analysis where I think it's going to go, but I'm going to react to whichever way it breaks out. I try not to think too much. Yeah, know what you think, absolutely. No, it's never about what we think or what we want to happen. It's all about what we see and what's happening right in front of us. Like down here, you know, although I thought gold was going to go up, I don't start buying from down here. I'll wait for price to grab lows, close bullish, cool. Then I buy off what I'm thinking. Once the market show me what I'm thinking is correct, cool. Then I can react. So here's confirmation. Here's my reaction, and here's my entry candle. Confirmation candle, entry candle. Inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Let's have a look, man. Where do you have it from, man? Like, you kind of have a sort of major one like that, if that's what you're thinking. Like that. Kind of had one here as well. There. Definitely quite a few, yeah, to be honest. There's quite a lot. And the thing is, on gold, if you start clearing here on gold, you know, back to all-time highs can come pretty quick. The only thing with gold right now is, I don't look at it very often, but sometimes it's good on a higher time frame just to correlate towards the US dollar. Typically, when the US dollar is going up, gold should be going down. However, US dollar is being pushing up, and gold has continued its strength as well. So fundamentally, gold is still bullish. Like US dollar's going up, gold should be going down. That's why I kind of take the DXY with a pinch of salt these days. Because if you try and trade that correlation, it doesn't always work. Sometimes fundamentals behind gold are completely different to US dollar. 2 minutes to this hour. He's going to close, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How do you feel about your headquarters? All your videos look amazing. Good move forward. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's nice to have a place to leave the house and come and work on things, man. It's nice to have it completely separate for home. Otherwise, I can sometimes be at home all day and just watch the charts 24/7, which is never good. But yeah. Oh, really? Wow. I didn't see that. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me this year if we see gold hit 3,000. Gold to 3,000 this year really wouldn't surprise me. Either be a massive range-bound year, or, depending on fundamentals, we could see gold have a nice continuation, just continue ripping. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, have a look at AUDUSD. Yep, definitely, man. We got time. Bought a new top step account, your referral. Good man. Good luck with it, man. Be patient with it. Take your time. Here we can absolutely have a look at AUDUSD. AUDUSD as well. Anyone who maybe wants to trade the futures, just Australian dollar futures. On a higher time frame perspective, obviously with US dollar pushing up, AUDUSD is pushing lower. Let's have a look here. Let's have a higher time frame outlook. It's coming into some very, very, very big levels. Support from 2020, support from 2008, support from 2003. Huge, 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 huge level. But very, very bearish. When did this start? When did this start? It started around September. Weekly, massively bearish as well. On this week, you look at last week as well. Get rid of this zone. You know we're at major monthly support. Look at that liquidity wick last week. Was that all on NFP? No. It was on Monday. Monday came up, ripped weekly highs, and continued pushing down. There's not really too much to the left. But on a higher time frame outlook, I would say it's very bearish. Very, very bearish, man. I wouldn't see any reason why you wouldn't continue pushing lower, to be honest. Hey, Marky, welcome back. Came up, ripped the liquidity, and just massively continued selling off. So yeah, I would say very bearish, man. Been very bearish. Look at this. Came up, ripped the highs, September, and just a straight push down. That doesn't mean, though, you know, you couldn't, over the next couple of weeks, start to see some decent... I don't think this week, but as a higher time frame outlook, yeah, you could have some pretty decent pullbacks, though. This is a very, very overextended move now, where you could create a big range in here for quite some time. Good couple of months. Love a personal account trade leading into 3. Yeah, absolutely. Imagine holding a nice runner into 3,000. It'd be fucking incredible. Trend line on the weekly. Yeah, I had a crazy, crazy drop actually. I hadn't seen that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, huge, man. Huge. What a swing that would have been. That's crazy. Gold's have another stock. Yeah, it could be. Could have a big, big year. All right, we just had this. But yeah, I'd say that's the big overall outlook there, man. Very, very bearish. Gold here. Hourly time frame has closed bullish above this level, coming down for an instant bottom wick. Grabbing previous 30 lows. Could we look for this hourly to flip bullish and continue pushing higher? Let's clean this off for a second. Let's clean this up here. We have hit some sort of resistance. Would make sense. Instant bottom wick on this hourly. Also grabbing previous 30-minute lows here as well on gold. Could we see this flip bullish and squeeze a little bit higher? We're going down to the dreaded 5-minute. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe. Could be a decent liquidity grab and a flip out of this. We could be looking to flip out of this soon on gold. Nice break back higher. Let's see. Nice grab of the previous 30-minute lows coming from that hourly top wick. If any guys on YouTube want to check out Top Step, I have pinned the Top Step link to the chat. Let's do it, Alec. Let's do it, man. Let's see. I want to see gold flip bullish and have a nice drive. We do have this annoying little resistance here, though. Look out. This is pretty strong. So I do want to be careful here. 30-minute grab. The highest closed a bit doji, but you are grabbing previous 30 lows. So if you can start to close bullish, we could be able to, even, you know, once we close above here, my targets are all the way up here. It's like a 70-tick move, which would be fucking beautiful. I'm kind of happy to wait for that, to be honest. $92, $93. Yeah, strong level. That's the thing. Yeah, all of this is a... So I closed them buys from... All of this is a very strong level. So I'm a little bit skeptical of buying into that until we actually get, you know, a nice break, bottom wick, and something like that might be a lot easier. I execute on the futures, man, based off what the spot chart is doing here, man. Analyze on the currency chart, execute on the futures. Although the futures 5 minute was very different today. You can even see the price action is a little bit different today. 15 minute on the futures chart didn't quite grab the previous lows, but it did in the currency chart. So because it's been grabbed in the currency chart, that's enough. Let me see, 5 minute. I took that trade earlier. I had some pretty decent fills there as well. So we've just come up, create that top wick. On the hourly, starting to pull back a little bit. So the hourly does now have a top wick. Is the view up? Yeah, view up there as well. Yeah, good spot, man. It was a nice hour. It was a nice bullish hourly closure. You'd expect you to at least re-grab the highs. But yeah, this is here's a very strong level. Like buys above that would be a lot safer. Or if we can come down a little bit more, maybe we could buy into that like I did earlier. You go break even here, and if you can break it, great. But this would be a decent area that you'd have to manage trade. And we do have to, and keep the back of our mind, remember this 4 hour doesn't have a bottom wick. We have to be a little bit cautious of that. A little bit cautious. Doesn't mean we can't trade, but it's just something to be a little bit cautious of. Let's have a quick look at copper. I kind of neglected copper. What's copper been up to? Friday, decent sell-off as well. Anyone else on, you guys on Zoom, anyone else still been watching copper? I haven't been watching it much, to be honest. I kind of went off it a little bit. We went for a time we were all watching it and calling some good moves, and then it just kind of went a bit messy. I don't really see too much on it, to be honest. Grabbed highs, closed bearish. Grab lows, closing bullish. Back above 4.3. I don't really see too much on copper. Not today, copper. Not today. Maybe we'll give you another chance soon. 67. Back down here, yeah, definitely, man. Yep, very possible. Very, very possible. Not too far away. Kind of a big level to the left as well, which also kind of, this low here is the open of the 4 hour, which currently has no bottom wick. So if you do get back down here, the 4 hour will start to flip bearish, which might not be a good sign for buys anyway. Let's see, 15 coming a little bit lower. We saw this nice move up. I really want to see this move continue. You've had that nice bounce of support, nice push up. I want to see if we get that nice continuation. You had a little sell-off today in Asia after you grab the highs. Grab the highs, big push down, straight into higher time frame support, straight back higher. Pull back, continuation. it will affect some markets for sure, yeah. Not gold though. Hey man, what's up? Let's have a look at this 5 minute here on Goldie. You know, this is a nice liquidity level. Anyone who's trying to sell this level on gold here, stops are going to be above this high, so that'd be a good management point. But I am overall looking for buys today on gold. I'm not really too interested in trying to short gold today. With the way that Friday and last week closed, I'm not trying to trade against that today. You know, maybe if today closes highs and closes doji or bearish, you know, I can consider some sells tomorrow. But for today, I'm more so wanting to see continuations higher. I'm open to the fact that it can push down. It's more so that that's just not really going to be my trade. What time is it? Going to get the 15 closure here in a second. Trying to flip bullish, sorry. Grabbing previous 15 lows, maybe bottom wick of the next 15 and see if we can flip it. Risk off previous 15s. Remember guys, we'll be doing the Asian stream tomorrow as well. Asian session tomorrow instead of London. About 10:30 Brisbane time we'll be jumping on. Jump on for about an hour, 2 hours tomorrow for the Asian session, see what we get tomorrow. So we'll do London sessions Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Asian sessions Tuesday and Thursday. 15's probably going to close a little bit doji here. Maybe bottom wick in the next 15 and we could see some buys. $15's looking quite nice. I just don't like that 15 resistance. Let's have a look at top step tilt. 62% people long. 38% people short here on gold. I would love to, but unfortunately I can't with the regulations. I would absolutely love to. So I was going to do a Christmas thing as well, but I am unfortunately just not allowed to do anything here at all. So we got to blame Australia for that one. Otherwise, I'd absolutely love to. Yeah, would have been amazing. So many beautiful places to do it as well. But they'd be straight after me. And so I kind of do Bali because it's pretty close as well. But yeah, they don't want us to do stuff here. Tilt. That is on the Top Step platform. On the Top Step X, it's pinned to the top. You can see what most Top Step traders are doing on ES, NQ, oil, and gold. Two minutes to this 15 is going to close here on gold. Market or limit order? Either market or stop orders. I don't use limit orders personally, man. I'll either use buy stops on the break of highs, or I'll just market execute. But I personally never do limit orders. I used to do limit orders for more swing trading, but for intraday trading, I don't like to do limit orders. I prefer to do like flips of the candles. One minute here, 15 close on Goldie. 1 minute. Where are we? What's the date today? 13th. Yeah, the you guys who are coming on the March retreat, it's gonna fly by. Started to organize some stuff already. Anyone who's interested in coming on any of the retreats, we do have tickets available for Bali in June. The Dow, I don't trade the Dow, man, but we can have a little quick look. We got time on gold. We got time. 15 minutes. Not gonna show too much just yet. How did we close last week? Oof, very bearish. Look at that. Big sell-off. So continuing to sell that would make sense. Intraday though, yeah, definitely. This is a pretty strong area. I don't know how it moves in London. I've never really traded in London. I don't know if it moves very much. Looks like I had a decent move in Asia though. But yeah, that's a pretty strong level with an overall downside bearish bias. I think that's a smart thing to look at, man. 15-minute on gold closing bearish. Didn't really break the lows, which is nice. So we can see this 5 minute start to break out. I want to look for longs. 5 minute is just kind of creating bearish structure though. Breaking, holding, pushing lower. So until we get a little 5 minute breakout, break even point, trying to squeeze much higher. It's going to push down a little bit more here. Push down a little bit more, Goldie. Just joined on community on the weekend. Welcome, welcome. Can't wait to do a treat. Yeah, absolutely. If any of you guys can't make the June one either, we'll be having plenty more as well. Try and do one more, so probably towards the end of this year. We got March, June, and then maybe more so towards October or September time. Be a pleasure to have you along, man. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Just can just book on. If you do want to do it, you can just message me, and I can organize it to book on an extra one for sure. Absolutely. Especially if they're interested in trading for sure. We had Nathan and Kaylee join the retreat in Vietnam, who are a couple who are traveling and trading together, which is awesome. I wish I could go. Need to be consistent first. You don't. If you want that goal, absolutely, man. But you don't have to be a consistent trader to come on the retreat. We kind of go through everything from scratch anyway. So it's not as if you have to wait to be profitable to come. Like you don't have to be a profitable full-time trader to come. It's all about helping you get to that level whilst being on the retreat as well. So there's no pressure. Like if anyone thinks, oh, they're not at a good enough level to come on the retreat yet, that's absolutely not how the retreats are. The retreats are kind of to help you take it to that next level. We have people who come on the retreats that, you know, have maybe been trading for a year, 2 years. Some people have only been trading for like, you know, a month to a couple of weeks or a couple of months. It's a good mix. But if you do want the goal to, you know, maybe get a payout to pay for it or something like that, that's an awesome goal to have as well. But yeah, try and teach, do the whole strategy from scratch on the retreat. Now you don't have to be in the group, man. No, you don't have to be. You will get free access after the retreat to join the community anyway. So now you don't have to be. Community just gets first access. But you don't have to be, man. Anyone is welcome. You just got to book the ticket and come along. 5 minute regrab and previous 15 lows here. Previous 15 lows just being grabbed. So if we start breaking out from here, that could be a nice level to risk off here. 30 is also trying to flip bullish. That 30 flip could be nice as well. Where's that 30 flip? Around here. Which is also the hourly flip. You can check it out here, man. It's from Sunday till Saturday. Check in Sunday, check out check out Sunday, check out Saturday morning. So it's a full week, Monday to Friday. So we're grabbing the lows, trying to break back high here on gold. It's not a bad place to start considering some longs. It's a little bit risky still though, but it's starting to shape up. Yeah, absolutely, man. Still do the one-to-ones, yeah, for sure. Yeah, 4 hour, the no bottom wick is. That's the only thing that does put me off. I've been looking to start day trading. It might be a loaded question about how much are you making per month trading. Honestly, it depends, man. Depends on account sizes, how much you're risking. If I was to look at this top step account, where are we? For the month so far, this is just on one top step account. In the second trading day of the month, this counts up about $1,000 US. This is just on a 50k account as well. But all I'm really going for is 3 to 5% a month on average. So depending on account size, you kind of relate that to that, and that will give you kind of a dollar figure. But you don't really look at it month to month. You just more look at like quarter to what you made throughout the whole entire year. Some months you might make 1,000, 2,000. Some months you might make 10,000. Honestly, completely depends. But on average, if I do 3 to 5%, I'm very happy. Very happy. Yeah, 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour. The no bottom wick is the only reason I'm gonna actually wait for a breakout before jumping in, because it's not really too far away. It's only here. And once you do get down here, if this 4 hour does flip bearish, things could start getting ugly. Although we do have an intraday liquidity level here as well. Just basing off the 4 hour, we are grabbing previous 4 hour highs and at that resistance as well, which is a little bit tricky. But I'm not interested in trying to short against this just yet. I'll short against this maybe tomorrow. I don't want to sell against this. I'm not just glued to longs today. I just have no interest in sells. Unless, you know, only way I'll consider sells on gold is if like we aggressively like break below here, then I can short down into there. But it's quite far away to say just yet. So yeah, that top step account for the month is about 2%, and my personal is up about 4.5%. Stocks have already locked in about 5% as well, which is something I'm trying to do more this year. 30-minute pushing pretty hard here. Respecting that resistance very well. Very, very well. Look at that. Big 30 level being respected there. I don't really have any downside liquidity levels either, so I'm not too interested in not too interested in the shorts. But again, the more this pushes down, the less we're not just trying to jump in longs and trying to catch the bottom. We're waiting for it to break out before we jump in the longs anyway. So if it does keep pushing down, that's fine. We're not getting stopped out. If anyone is watching anything else, though, feel free to send it over. We've got time here on gold. It's only 7:20 London time. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. And if this 30 does close bearish, get rid of all this for a second. I don't want us to get trapped back in here. Yeah, Nvidia trade was beautiful, man. I kind of missed a lot of it last year because I wasn't really too in. It's the kind of the past month I've been getting stocks more, but yeah, it was very nice. I had the buys up into 150. Where's my wrist? Where's the wrist reward tool gone? I've lost it. Yeah, I had the buys into 150, but to be honest, Nvidia's had a last year which is ridiculous. Like, where was it? Start of last year, I missed like 90% of this move. Where was from January last year, look at this. It's just absolutely disgusting. Even take it from here to here, it's like 200% return. It's just disgusting. Whereas I was happy with my little bit from about here to here, which overall I think I got maybe like 5%. Oh yeah, look at oil. Yep, definitely. A stock I am still in is Uber as well. Uber I am still in, trying to run that up into the 70s. We could have a look at that in a second though. Let me just have a look at gold on this 15 just so we don't miss anything. It's not off the cards just yet. Oil. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's going to break through. I want to see oil continue pushing higher. The only tough thing is this has opened an instant top wick on this weekly, making me think this can come back down. If I was going to be buying oil, I'd be buying it back down at 75. So I'd have to see it come and have I wouldn't be buying it here. That's why it's kind of annoying that it just opened and just instantly pushed up. Because you would want to see this week open bottom wick into here before then flipping bullish. So I do like oil to continue pushing higher, but I would want it to pull back first. But yeah, there's a lot of room to squeeze oil up into some pretty decent levels. Back up into the 80s looks very nice. But I'd have to see a decent pullback. So today, the fact that today's opened instant top wick, I probably wouldn't trade it today. I'd maybe consider trading into tomorrow. But for a swing trade, yeah, it could be really nice, man. Goldie, what are we up to? 5 minute finding support. Still squeezing a little bit lower here. You kind of see every time we're pushing down, we're finding support as well. There's no real desire to want to short that. And the reason being is, look at where we're coming into. Big areas. Big areas. So you don't want to be short on gold just yet, because you'll be selling right into some major levels. It's going to need to take some. I don't know when going to fuel up. Yeah, and it has been quite low for quite some time actually. Oh no, still not low. It's still pretty high. Look at this though. I'm in for another leg back down to 0. I wish. It isn't a. I used to love trading oil as well. Then we were in this disgusting range from pretty much half of last year. Up, down, up, and then this was awful. From pretty much October all the way until December, oil was absolutely awful. You couldn't even read any price action. It was very, very bad. Still dipping low here on gold. You are going to have a trend line coming up there, so maybe we can start to build up some liquidity. Build up the liquidity when we start building price action. If we start coming down to here, people will try jumping longs, and then maybe we can consider something like that. I think if you're going to get something like that, that's going to take more so closer to about 9 AM. So if you do want to sell gold today, probably be closer to that, maybe even hourly fake out, to be honest. Hourly closure back below here. Would the range be worth it? That's where we'd have to be managing. From here to here, if you instantly top wick 30 ticks. Not bad. Not the best, but not bad. I still like the break higher. 1 minute till this 30 minutes close as well here on gold. Anything can happen. 30 minutes is starting to leave a pretty decent rejection. I'd love to see this just have a quick spike up in the last couple of seconds here. Let this be like a 30-minute liquidity grab. God, have a nice spike up here, Goldie. Because soon we're going to be coming back into that Asia range. You guys on Zoom, we're back to the pre-New York market calls today as well. Pre-New York market calls. And obviously tomorrow we'll be doing the Asian stream, therefore won't be on London, but I will do a pre-London market call as well. And updating you guys throughout the session. 30-minute has closed bearish below previous 30 low there. You may come down and grab the lows one more time. Can you hold trades on Tradeovate overnight? The futures close. Is that on personal or funded, man? If you're trading on Top Step, you cannot hold overnight. If you are trading personal futures, yes, you can. You just need to make sure you have the right margin requirements. No London tomorrow, man. We're doing the Asian streams tomorrow. London will be back Wednesday. London, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I'll be doing Asian sessions in between because quite a lot of the guys do want to see some Asian streams. So personal, yeah. As long as you have, I think for gold, it's about, I think it's maybe about 12,000. Let's have a look. What have I just done? On Tradeovate, 12,650. Is that overnight? Initial, whatever. Yeah. And then for the micros, 1,265. Come on, Goldie, give us some goods here. Give us some goods. So yeah, you can hold overnight. You just need some pretty decent margins. Unless you're trading micros, then it's pretty doable. 15-minute closing bearish. We do have to be careful of these ugly ranges here. Anything in between here on gold, it gets pretty ugly. Breaks above here, we got fantastic buys. Closure below, maybe on the 30-minute, I could argue sells. So you got buys above here for a decent area, and potential sells below here, maybe on the 30-minute or so. In between these two areas, we do have to be a little bit cautious. Thing is though, once gold does break out today, you're gonna have some very nice trades. Like that previous daily high, which is a perfect double top in 2,700, is gonna be a really, really nice target. When it does come in, it's gonna be a really nice trade that I don't want to miss. Do not want to miss. Oh shit. Patience will pay here in London today, though. Patience will pay. Any you guys on Zoom or YouTube, feel free to ask over any questions or any trades you guys have you want me to break down and have a look at. Feel free to send some over. How many bread and butter strategies do you have? Out of 20 trades, how many you take that aren't backed up by your strategy? I follow the same principles for every trade that I take. It's the same principles for every trade. I'm either buying or selling into liquidity. The whole strategy is all based around liquidity. My strategy that's been the best at the minute is buying up into these liquidity levels. But another strategy could be, waiting for liquidity to be grabbed and then trading out of it. But my favorite ones at the minute are buying up into liquidity levels. So like the buyers earlier on gold at like 6 a.m. was buying into this trendline liquidity. So they're my favorite ones at the minute, buying into liquidity. Whereas we used to wait for liquidity to be grabbed and then try and trade out of that. At the minute, I'm trying to spot liquidity, try and find where price needs to grab. And rather than waiting for it to be grabbed and trying to trade out of that, I like to trade into it. Samuel's having the best day of his life. Yeah, he is, man. Big run on the beach this morning. Came to the coffee shop. Now he's passed out. Living his best life for sure. Where the micro at the bottom looks like a black ribbon. Which part? I can't see it probably. My screen's too small. Oh, this part? Wait. Here? Gold squeezing low here. Yeah, it'd been very different, man. But I think gold might come down and grab the second touch of the trend line. It can, mate. It definitely can. I will consider sells. Probably on an hourly fake out, maybe. If the hourly can close below, just because, like, if we get rid of this trend line, although we do have the trend line liquidity, absolutely, but this is a very big support here as well. So if we try and sell, we almost have to manage our trade at like 7 ticks. So you can take a sell here, not notice this support, and instantly just it go against you. So the way I'd like to do it is, if this hourly closes below here, gives us a decent instant top wick, then maybe I can try and sell it from somewhere up here. Once the hourly confirms the fake out, and then yeah, then I can see it. Yeah, 4 hour flipping bearish as well. Look at that. 4 hour flipping bearish. Grabbing previous 4 hour highs. Starting to flip bearish. Right into support though. That's my only concern. 20-second delay. It shouldn't be that long. It's no delay I have put on it. It's just the YouTube delay. Where is it? There's no way for me to fix it that I know of anyway. Like, it's not a delay that I have on or anything like that. It's just the YouTube delay. I don't think it's 20 seconds though. I think it's let me see. What was it at? Yeah, it's about 10. Yeah, look at that 4 hour flipping bearish. Look at that. Yeah, 5-10 seconds. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Look at this. What an hourly fake out. Aggressively close below, and we can definitely consider sells at 8 a.m. Prior to that, though, we have to see this push down like this in order to be able to confirm the fake out. Anything is though, like where's our targets? Do we have anything on the 4 hour? The daily we don't even really as well. Look at where the daily is at. It's $99 per month, man. For as long or as little as you like. And if you do enjoy it and you want to switch to quarterly, it also works out cheap, and you can have a one-to-one as well, man. And you can jump on the Zooms. But if you guys are new to the way I trade, just keep joining into the free YouTube live streams as well. But within that, it's not just trading. You guys get full access to the whole trading course video series as well. Monthly mentoring sessions, the live chats, the market calls every single day. Loads of stuff in there, man. Loads of psychology audios, loads of good stuff. Yeah, the only thing with gold pushing lower here is I just don't really have any downside targets. You're at this major support. Could you maybe consider coming down to there? Yeah, maybe. But I don't think it's the cleanest. You'd have to clear all these lows first, because these lows are telling us something as well. Just because the hourly could close a little bit below this little level doesn't mean you still don't have major support here as well, right? Morning, Aaron. Good morning, man. Good morning. If I had like a really nice double bottom or a perfect liquidity level, I would love to short this. I just don't really have it right now. And look at the weekly. Gold closed last week with a 800 tick bullish push. So do we want to be the first ones in trying to trade against that? Not really. Like I say, if today closes bearish, then tomorrow, I could argue shorts into the lows and then maybe breakouts out of that towards the end of the week. Absolutely. But today, personally, I'm not going to be taking that trade. Yeah, absolutely. Stick to the streams. Absolutely, man. That's what these are all about, man. There's no Top Step X mobile app. However, you can just open topstepx.com on your phone and still take trades as normal, man. There's no specific app, but you can still take trades on it as normal. You don't have to pay for real-time data on TopStepX when you're funded, man. When you're funded, all you do is pay the activation fee, and that covers everything. So you only pay the activation fee once you do actually get funded. API error? I would contact them if you get that, man. It works for me. When on combines, no, nothing, man. No, nothing. Everything's included, man. Everything's included. You don't have to pay for anything else. I don't think so, man. It doesn't. You would think that it would have something, but it doesn't look to be affecting it at the minute. US dollar's been very, very strong. It's not enough to make it any weaker. It's been very, very strong since December. Very strong. That's why it's not really made too much sense that that gold's pushing higher on the higher time frame as well, because US dollar breaking highs means gold should be, having some decent pullbacks. However, the fundamentals are pushing gold higher as well. So although this is pushing down here on gold, guys, if you're wondering why I'm not jumping in shorts, well, look where we're at. We're at major daily resistance. So I'm not going to be selling gold today. Maybe tomorrow I'll consider selling gold, but I'm personally not going to be shorting gold today. I don't want to see this push down too much. I'm happy to, if today pushes down a lot, well, that's fine. Tomorrow I'll short it, and I'll have a much easier trade. But I don't really want to fight against. I don't want to fight last week's 800 bullish tick move. And you know, you're going to have to, like, you take any sells, you have to manage in all of this area. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's happening. It's a very weird situation. It's like we're squeezing higher, also on the brink of just a big collapse. That's why you've seen stocks have some pretty decent pullbacks as well. Like you got the S&P coming into some major levels here as well. S&P coming into some huge levels. Stock market having some decent pullbacks. Same as Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq breaking back blows on major levels, coming down into some big make or break levels. Big make or break levels for a lot of markets. 30 flip, if we could get it, would be beautiful, man. Where are we? Yeah, that'd be amazing if we could. Trading view chart. Yeah, it's slightly different today, actually. I don't know why, but it's slightly different today. It was different when I took my 5-minute trade earlier as well. You can kind of see that you're already grabbing these lows here on the futures, but on the currency, you're nowhere near them lows. That's why, you know, sometimes it can get a little bit confusing, and that's why I always just go off this currency chart. I go off this currency chart and just execute on the futures. Anyone who's not watching the futures chart is all the way down here. So does that mean the currency chart's going to follow suit? I don't know. No top wick in this current 15 either in this hourly support, so this could flip bullish at any point. But yeah, when I first started trading futures, that's what would throw me off a little bit. So now I kind of do all my analysis here on the currency chart and execute on the futures for that exact reason. If I show you guys where I took my buy earlier on the 5-minute, it was because the futures was grabbing lows and closing bullish. Whereas on the currency, it wasn't. It was much nicer on the futures today. Come on, Goldie, find some support. Currently in a sell on gold. Nice, man. Where you in from? Where are you in from, man? He's having a nice little sell-off off this resistance. So I had to manage them buys earlier. As soon as you come into this level, regardless of if we think we're going to break higher and push, we have to understand this is a strong level. London open about 12 minutes as well. Let me just run to the toilet, guys. It'll be 5 minutes. 2 seconds. There we go. Starting to 15 starting to bounce off that support. Like I said, there was no top wick on this 15, and we're at the hourly support. So that's why if you're in any sells on gold, regardless if you want gold to go lower, this is a big make or break level. So any sells, the second you start coming into this area, you have to be open to managing that. You got to stay super neutral. Doesn't matter if you're in longs or sells. You know, I was in the buys here. Second I come into this level, regardless if I want gold to push higher, I have to react to this is a strong level where the trade can go against me. Same if you're in sells, this is a level where the trade can go against you. Amazing, manage your risk. If anyone does have any trades they want to share or anything like that, feel free to send them over, guys. You guys in Zoom, if you don't have any you want to share, wins, loss, doesn't matter. Feel free to send over. We can use this time to look over some trades. I think gold's going to need a little bit of time this morning. If you guys haven't seen already as well, yesterday I posted a good video about my my daily routine. There's a full-time trader on this side of the world. It's worth checking out. Also, if anyone hasn't watched this video here about mastering liquidity using the daily bias for intraday trading, a must watch. This should have way more views than it does. Same as you guys on Zoom. I think I already shared it, but this is a big watch to understand what the daily is doing. It's pretty much what I'm talking about today. I need to understand what the daily is doing in order for me to trade the intraday chart. Nice reaction here on gold now. Video said thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Can you imagine if this 30 does flip? Could be set up for some beautiful trades. Quick look at the hourly. I really don't. I really want to see this hourly wick back above here. Now that 4 hour has that bottom wick. Take a look at the 4 hour. It does now have that bottom wick, and it's got 2 hours to close. So this 4 hour could still close bullish. I really do want to see this hourly get back above here though, because this range is to me is going to be a no trade range. I really would love to see it get back above there, which you never know. You could. We pray to the Forex gods, the gold gods, so we get back above here. We got buys in 2700. Check silver. Silver in a downtrend. Yeah, it's in a little. Silver intraday price action is kind of messy. Daily though, big strong levels, nice bounce. How's the weekly? Strong weekly. Yeah, you don't need to pay for that, man. That's more for like order flow stuff. You don't need that, man. Don't pay for that, man. You don't need it. Save your $1. Come on, God, you flip bullish. Yeah, trade is normal, man. If the currency's setting up, just take it. Copper long, copper. That's what we like to see. You're looking at copper. Grab and look. Yeah. I think that looks nicer than gold, actually. Actually, that looks nicer than gold, man. Good spot. Silver humbled me last year when I first started trading it. Tick size is crazy. Yeah, I've never really traded it. I think the intraday price action is pretty wild, though. But yeah, silver, if you get a 30-minute fake out in 5 minutes, you grab the lows, closing bullish. Could you continue pushing up into this resistance? Yeah, possibly. Hey, Chow, what's going on, man? Hope you guys on YouTube drop a little like for the stream. 15-minute also, yeah, breaking out. You do have some liquidity above here as well. Copper might actually shape up a little bit more. If I am going to trade copper though, it's only going to be on a combine because I'm not super confident with it. What this is shaping up like is very similar to, look left. Very similar to this. You had double top, you pulled back from it, and then you came up and ripped the highs. You have a double top, you pulled back from it, it could be come up and rip the highs. Yes, smash it right now. You tell them, Chow, that you smash it. So could we mirror something like this on copper? Yeah, possible. I took it, Matt, on the... Took it on the 5-minute, man. The only reason I took it, because the 30-minute didn't have a bottom wick, so I was very skeptical. So I took it at half risk. Only reason I took it is I got it from around here. Only reason I took it, sorry, this one here, around here, or this one maybe. Where was it? I got about 27. Was that 27? Yeah, I got it around there. The only reason I took it is because I saw this trend line coming down. And if I hadn't have spotted this trend line, to be honest, I wouldn't have taken it because there was no bottom wick on the 30. But once I saw this trend line coming down, the 5-minute closing bullish, I was like, I'll buy from here. I'll manage aggressively like right into here. But I want us to try and see if we can squeeze this trend line a little bit. I hadn't, to be honest, there was no bottom wick on the 4-hour, which I hadn't actually spotted. If I knew there was no bottom wick on the 4-hour, I probably wouldn't have taken it. But the main reason was, yeah, the 30-minute grabbed lows and closed bullish. There was no bottom wick. If there was bottom wick here first, I would have taken it at full size. But because there was no bottom wick, I quickly went down to the 5-minute and was like, well, rejecting here. You got 2 equal highs here. So as soon as we spike these, I'll manage my risk. So as soon as you grab these highs, aggressively managed, and then just got out right at this resistance like here, at like this candle here. So yeah, it was more so just based off that trend line, man. If I hadn't spotted that trend line, I wouldn't have taken the trade. It was only because I had that trend line liquidity. Wasn't the cleanest though. This could have easily, like, stops weren't super safe. Like my stop loss was going to be based off if you started closing like back below here. But I took it at half size for the reason there was no bottom wick there. But I was like, you know, it's worth one contract, see how it goes. I'm going to hit about 31, but close about 27. Alright, for the double top, nice. Adjust these levels a little bit here. Let's have I like that copper trade. Yeah, see, I'd have to see that copper close bullish though. Look at that. So you got to wait for the closures. When are these from? Yeah, I'd have to see copper close above. Shaping up though. Copper not looking, because you wouldn't want to buy copper till you close back above at least 4.3 to buy into this resistance. So if it closes like this in 1 minute, you probably have to wait till maybe about 8:30 to trade copper. But that could shape up nicely though. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on. 30 closing bearish here on gold. I did answer your query. You don't need to pay for the real-time data. That's more for like looking at order flow and stuff. You don't need that, man. Recently started using TopStep X. Anyone know why prices are different to other brokers? TopStep is futures, man. If you're comparing it to the currency chart, that'll be why. So this is the futures price, 2708.5, whereas here 2685.25, because this is the currency chart. This is the spot chart. TopStep is the futures chart. Futures is much more reliable as well. Yeah, no worries, man. You don't need to buy that, man. Save the money. You don't need to spend it on that. Hourly close in 40 minutes here, guys. Looks like we're going to go close bearish, which is a little bit unfortunate. Trader Tom is live. Anyone been watching Tom's streams much? I haven't really been able to tune in. I know he's trading like a 10k account, which is cool. All right, Owley's just closed. Very bearish here on gold, but you kind of see look where we're closing. We're closing right at this support, but we have faked out back below this level here. Just start listening to him. Yeah, nice. And just start following Tom. Yeah, nice. I just like him for his psychology stuff. I don't really know how he trades, but I love his psychology stuff. New here, welcome back. How do I share trade with you, Aaron? For some reason, comment. How do you share to share a trading view chart? I think to share it on YouTube, you have to copy like the end of the link, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, man. If you go on the camera and copy link, if you send it over, I think it's the code on the end. I might be able to fire it up. But yeah, Tom's awesome to listen to for his psychology. His execution is fantastic as well. You imagine this just fakes out again. You get buys at like 9 AM. The 4 hour. This is why I don't like sells here on gold. Look at that instant reaction for 18 ticks off that support. I wouldn't just buy the support just because it's support, but that's the reason I'm not selling gold. I'm bullish on gold back above here, all the way up into 2700. On at least a 30-minute fake out though. Given that Owley is just engulfed back bearish, I'm not going to take buys until you get at least a 30-minute fake out. It's already up 10% on his account. That's crazy. It's already up 10%. I think just over 10% as well. That's crazy. It's like, what, not even maybe 1 week back? Look at this on gold. Is this going to be one big fake out again? I mean, I hope it is. What charts? That looks clean. I didn't mean to click on that. I hope it is one big fake out because I'm bullish on gold today. And it's not going to, maybe fake out of here. I hope this is a fake out. Potential morning star forming on this 15 as well. For a riskier entry maybe. You got buys all the way back up into here. Let's see. Let's see. London open here as well. Could be a pre-London fake move down. 15-minute fake out. Bottom wick. And then we'll see if we can fill this range. Up 30 ticks, good man. Breaking back above. Uh, 58% people long, 42% people short. I'd consider a 15-minute fake out. Given the fact this rejected, grabbed the lows, formed some support here, closing bullish, I could consider buying the next 15 actually. Buying into that 30 close. Only if volume continues. And you could probably, you know, manage risk at this area. Seeing if you can squeeze for a decent play up. Did you just grab 30 highs? Yeah, just grab previous 30 highs there. Don't really too much. It doesn't really impact trading decisions. It's just kind of good to look at. Just shows you what most people are trying to do. It's not really anything you need to focus on for sort of correlation. Sometimes it's just nice to look at. I like to have a quick scan of it every now and again. People like to see what it's at as well. 15-minute on futures is so different right now. It's kind of nicer on the currency chart actually. In 9 minutes, bottom wick here on gold, we could take some longs off this 15-minute fake out. If the 15 comes down, instant bottom wick. I want to see if we can flip this into the highs. It'll be a riskier entry because the 30 hasn't closed back above yet, but I am willing to take that risk and accept that that's a possibility. Is copper coming back higher? Ooh, look at that. Copper did us dirty. I actually closed above that level, held it and pushed higher. Look at that. Copper did us dirty there. How is the 30 close? Yeah, 30 closed back above it as well. Look at that. Not the cleanest price actually on copper, but it is squeezing higher. We're getting some volume now, which is good. That's what I want to see. We're getting some volume. We want to see it continue. That's what we saw last week. We saw volume and it just couldn't follow through. Although the 15-minute is pushing up, we are still in a range. But that's what I want to see. Bottom wick, then push into here and here. Could be one big hourly fake out as well. Look at that hourly. Grab lows, bullish, bearish, bullish. So when you guys don't want to take a risky trade, all you need to do is wait for an hourly closure above here. And then you've still got a 90 tick trade on the hand on the table. Yeah, I'll still trade off top step X, man. Yep, for sure. I'll show you guys what I do. Trade it off top step X, but yeah, manage it here on the currency. Trendline, you got trendline coming up here and down here as well. Kind of getting squeezed, like this, and like this. That's the thing. That's why we don't want to get we don't want to get too excited too soon. We are in it. We are just in a range. Don't do this though. I'd have to see if I'm going to trade the next 15, I have to see this 15 actually close nice and strong. Come on, Goldie, be good to us. Be good to us. I don't want to see us close like this. If we close like this, I'll have to wait for a 30 fake out. This is what I'm skeptical of. So we can't get too excited too soon. If you try and chase these buys, you're straight into drawdown. If you got excited and tried to buy thinking gold is just going to rip, you're stuck in a trade you don't really want to be in. That's why you always got to wait for these closures. Closures are key here on gold. Look at that in copper. Literally wicked out that TP area, that liquidity. Wicked out that liquidity for about 15 ticks and rejected. That was that liquidity level I spoke about. You came up, just grabbed them, and instantly sold off. But still though, I wouldn't take a trade off that big 15 rejection. Even if I was watching this, I wouldn't have bought this 15. It could be a long wait, but it's also a pretty easy wait as well. You know, you can pretty much just set an alert here if you really want to. Set an alert there. Once it closes above there, you know, you got 180 tick trade. It can be really. Sometimes they're the best trades as well. I'm not too sure, man. You can just check it on Top Step website. It'll tell you. It's just in a range, man. You just tap into just a resistance level. Resistance, fake out, resistance, support, resistance, broken above, support, broken, resistance. It's just a range. Just ranging. That's why your safest bets today is just buys above here for a decent trade. How do we go for that 15 close? How long have we watched this for? Almost an hour. Almost an hour we've been watching this, Goldie. We haven't really done too much just yet. Almost back in the, well, we are back in the exact same place we started. $15's still closing bullish, but that rejection is not enough for me to want to trade against that. Not when that hourly did actually close bearish. If this 15 closed like aggressively bullish, you know, then I'd follow that momentum, but you can clearly see it's finding resistance. And sometimes you just need to zoom out. This is what we're working with right now. So your safest trade is that, and you get a really nice trade once you do wait for that as well. Oh, don't speak too soon. The 15 gonna close nice. That's why sometimes it's always good. Like you have so much analysis drilled on. It's always good just to hide everything, go on to a higher time frame, and just zoom out. Well, look at what we're working with right now. This is what we're working with. What's the direction in here? Absolutely sideways. So rather than trying to, you know, fight the markets and force a direction, just wait for price to break out and have an easy trade, which is what we might be doing soon. 15 is actually closing quite strong here though. Only if it's an instant bottom wick and I can get a good market execution, I will take it. If it opens up and then pushes down, I will not take it. If we can open, instantly push down, I will look to market execute. Half risk as well. I'll only be taking it one contract. Hard stop will be 36. You probably manage about 20. Let's see. Let's see. Futures is futures 15 is closing very strong. Very strong closure on the futures. Currency chart rejecting. Let's see, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Goldie. Let's see. 5 seconds. Decent 15 close there. Instant bottom wick into maybe like here. And I'll consider it. Instant bottom wick, a little bit more. A little bit more Goldie. Futures is not pushing down enough. Come on, squeeze down, wick down a little bit more. Futures already flipping, so I'm not going to take it. I want to see that currency just squeeze down a little bit more. I need to make the risk to reward make sense. Because this is targets are up here, but management points like here. See, is the 5 minute telling us much? Nah, not really. Let's just take it as a little. I'm not taking this, guys. Let me just have a look. There's a little forward test. I don't like this range. So, what was that spelling? What was that? I'm not taking this, guys. I'm just drawing it up. I don't like this. I don't like this choppy range. You know, you could even consider a flip of the 15. I just don't like this rejection. You know, although I want to target up here, you know, you got to manage as soon as you start grabbing previous 15-minute highs and like right into here. We'll draw it up, just see how it plays off this level, off the 15-minute evening star, just for learning purposes. But I personally, I am not in this trade. I'm not taking this trade. I'm happy to watch it and see if it plays. Future's starting to flip bullish. You would just have to manage the second you get into there, which I think is quite aggressive. I think if you're going to see the push up into here, you know, well, it's not just going to do it now. You know, you'd clear this resistance and then probably get a better entry. That's what I'd be more comfortable taking. Got the 30 as well. 30 grabbing previous 30 highs back at that resistance, so. Hold above though, Goldie. See this, look at this. This is what I was skeptical of. Lots of fake outs and lots of lower time frame noise. Did copper? Oh, look at that copper. Copper pushed beautifully. We need to get copper back on there. I need to remember to watch copper more. Yeah, I know. It wouldn't surprise me either, man. That's why I think soon I'm gonna set some alerts soon. Even last week, like a lot of decent moves last week on gold came around like 11 a.m. There was some, I think it was buys last week. They came around, yeah, here. Some amazing buys into this liquidity came around, yeah, 11 a.m. grab the lows, and here was the beautiful push up, which is such a random time. That's what gold can do sometimes. But I think, yeah, if you are going to get trades, it may be more around 9 to 10-ish. And you kind of got to be wary of that range. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you can draw as much analysis as you want. The reality is we're closing bullish, we're closing bearish. If we're going to get buys, makes a lot of sense just to come back in 40 minutes and see that hourly close above and then trade it. I just want to see how this one plays out though. I'm not in this, but I just want to see. Because there's a nice little 15-minute morning star. Bottom wick, some liquidity highs. And some big ranges. 15 on the futures. Flipping bullish. Yeah, disgusting range, man. Yeah, Very messy range. No real direction or volume. That's the most important thing. Our slowest or worst trades, I should say, is when there's no volume. My worst trades are when gold's just stuck in these ranges. And my best trades when we're breaking out and we have clear targets, which will be a great trade today. So we still need to be watching this liquidity here today. If we were in this, we'd be getting out. You're probably managing risk like here by now. It's probably going to come down soon and we grab the lows. So you'd probably be cutting like right here. So saved ourselves a loss there. Prop firms or personal? I trade both, man. This is top step here. I also trade personal as well. I trade both. My focus is personal, but on days like today, I will focus on prop firms instead. This is top step. Look at that, 15 straight back down here. And like I say, guys, I have no downside target. So if this 15 does close bearish in 8 minutes, I probably will set some alerts soon. We've been very patient today. We haven't taken a trade. We haven't taken a loss. I don't think we have missed, well, I know we haven't missed anything. Soon I'll be setting alerts like above here. If you break this, I got buys into 2,700. To the downside, I won't be looking for much. If I had a liquidity level to the downside, like some perfect double bottoms, you could consider a 30 flip. You're grabbing the highs. If this 30 flips bearish, you could come low, but even to that low, it's 17 ticks and straight into support. So I don't think it did confirm it. Pushing lower. $30 flipping bearish here on gold. 15 coming for another fake out. There is a high chance now you're going to grab these lows. Is it worth it with a good risk reward? Not really. Ticks. Yeah, it wasn't enough volume. Yeah, if it was gonna flip and drive, it would have done it like very quick. The fact that it didn't, yeah, no bobs today. Yeah, absolutely, man. Definitely no bobs today. We don't want to be bob today. Gotta be patient. It's only 8 a.m. on a Monday morning as well. We got time, plenty of time this week, plenty of time, plenty of trades. I know what it's like. You come back after the weekend, you're rare and ready to go, but you don't want to fuck up your week by forcing trades on a Monday morning. We've got plenty of time here. Well, watch this 30 close though, guys. If 30 doesn't show too much, I'll show you guys my levels. I'm going to set my alerts, and you guys on Zoom will continue to update in Discord, and I'll probably just be watching 30-minute closures. But let's see in 6 minutes. We'll set some alerts soon. We've given it about an hour and 40 minutes today. No need to, watch gold go sideways for the sake of it. We've got to save our mental capital. We've got loads of time today. Loads of time. Look at that owly as well. Remember, guys, Asian stream tomorrow as well. You guys on YouTube? Asian stream tomorrow. You guys on Zoom? I'll send in the Zoom link in the morning as well. Let's see, 5 minutes. Is copper still pushing up? Copper looking to squeeze higher, just not really too much. If you guys go onto channel here, go to the live section. Here. You can just go set a reminder, and it'll be to your time zone, and you guys can see when I'm going live for the Asian session tomorrow, and then London's back on Wednesday. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Targets is just liquidity. Look at this 15-minute. Trend line coming up and still getting squeezed. Kind of creating a bit of a triangle formation. The way you want to trade triangles is usually you have the false move before the real move. So whether you grab the lows and start breaking out, you could have some longs. You know, the textbook triangle, if you were to Google a triangle pattern, whatever the hell it's called, it will tell you to do something like this. Well, unfortunately, trading isn't that simple. And the likelihood of these patterns, and what we see more often than not, is once you do squeeze in these areas, you typically do something like this, and then you can do that. And that's pretty much what we're doing on gold. So whichever way we get the fake out of this current squeeze, you know, we'll look to trade the opposite. So if we come down, grab these lows, close back above, buys from this area all the way up into these areas, it's going to be a very nice trade. But you don't just buy it the second it gets down here, because nothing to say this can't just keep pushing down. You get stopped out. We still got to follow the plan. We're just got to grab the lows, you know, close above, and then boom, then we can take it. Let's do that. Look, if you Google, yeah, here. This type of shit that just does not work anymore. Three minutes. The 30 is probably going to close a little bit doji, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert. Time frame, you need to see the pattern. The 15. This one's on the 15, man. I would want to see probably a 30-minute closure back above, though, to be honest. I want to see us grab the lowest 30-minute closure back above, and then I would look to take it. But I'll update you guys on Zoom way before then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my alert above the highs of this range, because my analysis is still break above here and buys into 2700. And I will set an alert below this low, because I will potentially start to watch for liquidity. Yeah, all good, man. Birthday dinner. Yeah, enjoy, man. Enjoy. See you tomorrow. Happy birthday to him as well, man. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, no problem, man. 3:30 a.m. See you tomorrow, man. But yeah, my alerts are going to go below here on gold. If we liquidate these lows, I want to be ready to potentially watch the charts. Second alert is going to be above here, because if we don't do that and we just break above here, that's also fine. I'll take buys above here all the way into 2700. So we either have something like this, we come down, grab these lows, get back above, and we look for these longs, or if we just close back above this resistance, you know, that's also good enough to take the longs as well. But you guys on Zoom, I'll let you guys go. We've been watching it for a little bit of time here. Once my alerts do go off, any trades that we'll be looking to take, I'll absolutely be sharing the setups and talking it through with you guys in the market chat as well. So good start back to the week, guys. Patience is paid. No trades, no losses. I'll talk to you guys on Zoom throughout the rest of the day in the market chat. Be active. Once the alert do go off, we'll be sharing the setups. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. All right, YouTube fam, you guys have my alerts and my analysis now. I will let you guys go. There's no point us watching and forcing this range. You guys know where my alerts and my analysis is. So appreciate you guys taking time to tune in. Remember, if you guys want to come along to the Asian session tomorrow, go onto my YouTube channel, the live section. You can get notified of when I do go live, and then we'll be doing the London sessions back again on Wednesday. So appreciate you guys taking time to tune in. Remember, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you all in the next one. Talk to you guys soon. Trade safe. Peace.